Hey folks, how you doing? Kunal here. Good evening. I hope everybody had a great day. A nice day for the markets. Just a real big bounce. You can see we kind of dipped under that 20-day moving average, and then came real close to testing our previous breakout. And right, buyers came in today. We triggered oversold. We had a 5-6 day pullback, and we smacked right back down into resistance here at that 1450 line. And that's going to be huge, right? So that's where we broke down, and we ran right into and faded a little bit into the close. So tomorrow will be a key day, but at least now we have a very defined kind of level, right? This is going to be our level of support that we're watching. Yesterday's lows. If we get back over 1450, that puts us right back into the old flag pattern that we were in, and would be pretty bullish and would kind of indicate maybe we're going to come back and test highs. Now, if we don't have any follow through, then this dip is actually real, and it's something that we have to think about, and so that'll get me a little bit more defensive. So those are kind of the angles that I'm watching tomorrow. I don't really know which way it's going to turn, right? All we can do is know our support and resistance levels and probabilities, and play them when we see them. And so that's what we'll do tomorrow. And so just kind of mark those levels. Let's take a look at some stocks. Alnet here. Alnet's got a nice look at. You see we came right out of this big base here, popped over 40 cents, made a run right into the 50-day moving average. You can see we've got like a little price resistance here also, so we can come out of this zone. I think that this could be a popper, right, up 30% today, but look at the volume on it. It was a pretty significant volume today, considering it really doesn't do much on most days. I think that this one's got more upside to it. ANAD, coming out of this range, look for about that 130 spot for a base breakout. We're starting to see some volume, the volume pattern starting to look a little bit better. I think that this one of the last few bottom charts it could go. Appy, man, I wish I didn't take off early today, because this would have been a nice stock to play. I don't know if I would have caught it in time, but right, huge move. So tomorrow we'll watch for some type of follow through in this, either a base and break or an early morning washout, something along that end. But it's going to be in play, and so we want to have this on this list. Big volume pop today. There's definitely a lot of juice in this thing, and one of the things we know is that these type of biotech stocks can run for multiple days, so we'll keep an eye out on it. Disco still flagging here. When it goes, nobody knows. It's one of those stocks that I'm afraid to keep taking off my watch list, because the minute I do, it'll pop. But I think that kind of like that 340 level looks like the spot, but the flag is almost a month long now. It's looking pretty good. Keep an eye on Eagly. We saw a couple, I saw Fro shaping up today. So we see a run in the market. Some of these shippers have come back a lot, right back to support. This could be, kind of an easy pop to 4, and then we'll see what happens after that. MPA, rounding out off that 50-day moving average. It's perking right off consolidation. It looks like we can get past 5. This one has a chance to have a base breakout. My one worry on this one is that the volume tends to be a little bit thin. So we definitely need to see it come in if we take that type of trade. Right, it could just kind of pop and fade if it doesn't. Airy broke out today. It looks like this one's probably got some juice left in it. So just put it on the run. It's going to be in play tomorrow. We don't have an exact trigger, right? It might have to break today's high. It might be a base and go intraday, but once you're up in space, you're up in space. All you need to do is align time frames to hit it. ICA, this is a construction company. You can see here, if we can kind of come out of this 8 zone, I think that this one has a chance to go too. This stock was, running about $10 or so previously, and if we can get past this 8 level of resistance, we could see it run to $9, $10 in the intermediate. XCO, natural gas is kind of popping today. This one, huge base. It's teased everybody so many times, trying to pop and then fade. But you can see this long-term chart, right? We've got a nice little consolidate. It's coiling here. Now, is this the time it breaks out the coil? I don't know, but the volume was popping. Volume patterns looking much better of recent. We'll see, right? It's come from 7 to 8. My worry is that it's come from 7 to 8 already, so it might be a little bit too extended. It needs to kind of chill, but it's still got a chance. You see natty gas pop, and then this could be our play. And then a BONT, looking for a bounce off that 50-day. It tried today. It's definitely in play if it breaks over today's high.